Here at Film Therapy, we like to celebrate Christmas twice a year, Christmas in July. And how we like to do that is we're going to ask our crew members what they want for Christmas. Oh, you got a list?
Yeah.
Got a few things you want.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
That's fine. If you want to come in that way or...
I want a third National Treasure movie.
Come on, try to get... That's alright. Just have no idea?
I want Jake Gyllenhaal to tell me a bedtime story.
It'd be less weird if he was just not be so quiet. Back on up. Oh, there we go. I'll just put my arms around you.
Proof that George Bush did 9/11.
Okay. Easy enough.
Where's the bathroom?
I know what I want.
What do you want?
I want mommy and daddy to get back together again.
That's not gonna happen.
Buenos dias. Welcome to Film Therapy. Me llamo Kyle.
Feliz Navidad.
Mi amo Zachary.
Mi amo Bryn.
I'm Nate.
Yeah. Trump supporter. We were pretty conflicted about which movie we wanted to bring the holiday spirit in a very hot summer.
Right. I mean, we could have gone a lot of ways. Jingle All the Way 2, starring Larry the Cable Guy.
Superior sequel.
Die Hard.
Die Hard. Lethal Weapon.
Lethal Weapon 2.
Nate, let's all say a favorite Christmas movie. Go ahead, Nate.
The Grinch.
Oh, which one? I think I know.
The Benedict Cumberbatch one.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Alternate
Jim
universe
Carrey.
Grinch.
Mine would be Fred Claus.
Ooh, I have not seen that film. I cannot judge it. I would say Bad Santa. I always watch that movie every December.
Die Hard.
Die Hard?
I feel like people think I was being unironic, but...
And what's funny about all those films, if you combine all of them, you get the film that we watched this week.
Reindeer Games.
Reindeer Games.
Games.
The perfect culmination of everything you like about Christmas. Okay, we're going to do a new segment for you guys where we tell the synopsis.
It's going to be a train wreck.
It's going to be a train wreck.
Love it.
We tell the synopsis each with one sentence, and we have to continue until we finish the synopsis.
Okay.
Here we go. Zach, go ahead.
So it starts with a man named Rudy in prison talking to his friend Nick.
Rudy, played by Ben Affleck, is obsessed with food.
One day in the cafeteria, Isaac Hayes notices that there are monsters in the gelatin. Nick is stabbed and died.
No, it was the next day, right?
Yeah.
That's your sentence.
Yes, the next day. Yes, the next day, Rudy leaves the prison and meets up with Ashley, Nick's pen pal lover, outside of the prison, saying that he's Nick.
This starts a train of events where he continues to pretend to be Nick. Once he meets her brother, played by Gareth Sinise, then the trouble really starts.
I think it should be noted that Nick legally left prison. Not Nick. Rudy legally left prison. He did not break out.
Mm-hmm.
He was released due to his sentence being up.
Yes.
Ashley's brother, Gabriel, has a master plan to use Nick to rob a casino.
Nick worked at the casino before he went to prison as one of the security guards, so he knows the layout and the plans and all that, supposedly. However, I'm going to let Bryn take it.
Oh, God. However, this movie loves puns about Christmas. I think that's what you're about to say.
For some reason.
And we're done.
Uh,
I'll just like digitally like crop like a close up on your face trying to think of something.
Guys.
That'll be your sentence. Finish us off.
The rest of the film follows Rudy outsmarting these truck drivers as they try to force him to rob this casino. And Ben Affleck discovers the true meaning of Christmas.
That's excellent. I think we nailed it.
I knew it was going to be a bad movie going in, so I thought it nailed it. It nailed being a bad movie. It was so good at being bad. It was great. Nothing wrong with it. Nothing to complain
Perfect
about.
film.
Perfect cinematography, perfect writing, perfect dialogue, perfect plot. Like, it made so much sense. There was a dude in it who was brought in from Las Vegas to run this casino, and he wanted to stop the snow because they were in a place where it snowed. That was great.
Yeah. I think that's a perfect metaphor for like a lot of the characters in this film. They're just so out of touch with reality and how things work. I love this film. It was so much fun. I have never stopped and rewound a film more times than I did this film because I like could not believe what just happened. You have to see it to believe it. If we were to describe some of these scenes to you, you'd say film therapist. No, that's wrong. There's no way someone put money into filming that scene.
No way.
Right. But it happened, and it was beautiful. You've got such a smorgasbord of a cast here. You've got Gary Sinise, a.k.a. Lieutenant Legless. You've got Ben Affleck, Charlize Theron. Who else? Ron Jeremy's in this movie.
Yeah, Isaac Hayes.
Isaac Hayes. I think we're missing
Danny Trejo.
Danny Trejo?
No, I don't have to edit that.
Donald
Danny Trejo.
Logue.
Donald Logue, yes.
Right here?
Great.
Right here?
Yeah,
Short,
film and
short.
screen. Oh.
It's a terrific cast.
It is.
Ashton Kutcher.
Dude, I forgot about the Kutcher cameo.
The
Yeah.
Butcher was in this movie. Cashton
Butcher.
Kyle, what did you think?
I knew what it was going to be going in, kind of. So, well, okay. I had heard about the movie in the past. I guess I didn't realize it was a Christmas movie until we started looking for a Christmas movie, and I was like, oh, right on. Like, someone said we should watch this one, and we were all like, yeah, that seems like the best choice. And we did. So I knew it was going to be a dumb action movie. I did not know how many extremes it would go to. I mean, it was just all over the place by monsters and gelatin, and almost incest, and like...
Is that a sequel to Almost Famous?
Dude. Yeah, that would make sense. And then you got Lieutenant Dan, who there was a solid point in the movie where I thought he was going to be paralyzed again. I mean, he is rolling down a hill and hits his back against a tree, and I'm like, yes, please do it. I was hoping I would see him in a wheelchair again because he had the hair and the beard and everything from Forrest Gump, but it just didn't happen. So that's the only complaint I really have about the movie. But
Missed opportunity.
Ice cream.
it is just so bonkers. It is beautiful. I compare it to The Room on like just how all over the place it is that it comes back together and like just ends up making it go like, Jesus fuck, what a movie.
Okay, like these gentlemen, I had no idea what I was in for. All I knew was the title of the movie. I didn't look up the Rotten Tomatoes score. I didn't see a trailer, anything like that. So it was a pleasant surprise going into this movie. I wasn't really sure what direction it was going in until the first 10 minutes of the film, and then I knew what kind of a masterpiece it was. But everything from dialogue to I don't know. It's just all over the place, and it showed me the true meaning of Christmas.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Ultimate Christmas film.
The whole movie's pretty off the rails. Like, I thought, like, the first 5 minutes, I was like, all right, I'm in for, like, an average movie. It's not going to be, like, super bad, like everyone said, or whatever. But then it gets to the monster in the Jello in the prison, where a dude just like sees a cockroach for the first time in his life, I guess, and he's just like, "There's monsters in the Jello, monsters in the Jello," and everyone starts a food fight, and then the dude gets stabbed, and that sets off like
quickly.
the course of the film. And things get pretty wacky.
Yeah.
Get pretty zany. Like, I was just immediately bothered by the monsters part, but then also, like, just the fact that he just wasn't willing to say, "Oh, I was just cellmates with Nick. Like, I'm not Nick. I'm Rudy. Like, Nick died last night." Or, anything, like...
And even if he would, he quickly recounted that statement, or recanted the statement.
Yeah, like, it was just silly, like... I don't know. I just thought that was silly, and then I knew what I was in for at that point.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, like, the cinematography was so weird. The whole beginning, it was like just close-up after close-up after close-up. Like, people's heads were taking up most of the frame. Mm-hmm. It was ridiculous, but fun.
Like Zach said, the cinematography, from the writing, everything, it's all so insane that it works so well.
Honestly, one of my favorite things about the movie, and I think what makes me enjoy it so much for how ridiculous it is how dumb it thinks the audience is at times. I mean, I've said it before, but the scene where the heist is going on and Dennis Farina has to spell out that it's not Nick or whatever, that it's Rudy, like, it is the greatest, like, fuck you to an audience, just being like, they couldn't make sense of this before, now we need to spell it out for them. Like, I just love how stupid they think we are at every twist and turn. It's just a con within a con within a con. It just keeps going. It just, I don't know, like, it's so much dumb fun because you don't need to think during it, and they kind of did that job for us when they're like, they won't get it, so we'll just dumb it down. And it works. But, it's by no means a good movie. You can bring up the writing and cinematography and everything and how dumb they think we are, but I don't know, it just all ties together to this, like, beautiful, clustered mess. It's like that disgusting casserole your mom makes that you really don't want to eat because it's like 6 different things, and you're just like, they shouldn't be good together, and they work. Unlike those wolf shirts we wore a few weeks ago, these elements all work together.
Right.
I don't know. It's just going in blind to this movie. I just didn't know what was going to happen next. It was all over the place. At one point, I thought Santa Claus was actually going to show up and save the day.
I wish.
Which, once you said that, he mentioned that, like, his whole expectation for the ending on the audio podcast, and it honestly, you mentioning that makes this film not as good, because I want that to be in this film.
Right. I don't know. It was just, like everyone else said, it was just a mixed, mashed piece of shit it's so good. I don't know. I really don't know. I was numb during this film, and just, like, everything's... I still have to process it. Like, I've seen it within the... I don't know, 12 hours ago or something like that. I don't know. It's still just got me in shock. I loved it.
Do you think you would make this a part of your Christmas tradition?
Yes.
Every year, 3 times a year, because we have to watch it for Christmas in July, Christmas, and then it was released in February, so Christmas in February.
Right.
Whereas Danny Trejo would say second Christmas, sometime in May and June.
Or Christmas 2. Christmas, and then an exponential 2.
Because Danny Trejo plays a character who's going to school for business, so he's reading about how retailers make 50% of their money in December.
Right.
And so he thinks that they should legislate a second Christmas in midway through the year. Double their money. He's
always reading something in every scene, every shot. He might be the smartest character in this film.
Yeah.
Probably. He's a great character. I loved it.
How would you grade this film out of candy canes?
Candy canes?
And a letter grade.
I'm going to do... Alright, so if candy canes represent the grading scale of a bad movie, 5 out of 5 candy canes. It's a great watch for a bad movie. You know it's a bad movie going in. It's great. For like a legit movie grade, like if I'm just gonna diagnose this film, as we want to say, probably like a D minus.
You gotta make up your mind.
D plus or minus. Schrodinger's D.
Oh fuck!
I don't get the reference.
Schrodinger's D. It's like the cat, like Schrodinger's cat.
He puts a cat in a box, and without
Is this a
seeing
science
in the box,
experiment?
Yeah, you don't know if the cat's alive or dead.
Yeah.
Okay. On a bad movie candy cane scale, this film is easily 2 boxes. 2 boxes of candy cane, plus a turkey leg and some mom's Christmas ham. Easily. On a regular good movie scale, F. Just total F. But that's not what you don't watch this movie because it's good.
Mm-mm.
You know, you don't eat Aunt May's weird casserole because you know it's good. You eat it for Aunt May because you love her. She doesn't know how to cook anymore.
I always knew you were Spider-Man. You know, like if we're doing it on a bad scale, of course it's every candy can you could ever find on the planet Earth and a piece of goddamn pecan pie. But it is every candy cane you could ever imagine, everything you could ever use to make candy canes. Like it would be every one in the world. But as far, well, I don't know. Keep like 6 of them because the room's better. But as far as on a good movie scale, I don't know. Like it's definitely a bad movie, but I give it like a C minus. I mean, it has its flaws, but like I just can't get over how good of a bad movie it is. So like even unironically, I give it like a C minus.
On a bad movie scale, I'd give it a shit ton of cookies.
Quote from the movie.
Gotta see the movie to understand. As far as like a grading it for like an actual movie, probably an F. It's just a mess. It seems like a teenager wrote it who watched a lot of Tarantino films and just thought he could make his own. Like, and he thought it was really, really good too, but it's not. It's just terrible. It's an F.
All right. I hope you enjoyed this Christmas and July edition of Film Therapy. I know we did. Please check out the audio podcast as we rant and rave about the cinema classic. And please, if you haven't, check this movie out. It is worth any amount of money that you have. It is a beautiful film.
Also, please like and subscribe. Leave all your comments below. Let us know what you want to see, what you thought about the film, what you thought about the podcast, what you thought about my hair, everything.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, if you want us to change anything about ourselves, our personality, what we're customizable to suit.
We'll do it.
You.
Right.
Yeah.
My face can be changed.
Right. We can swap faces if you want.
We know After Effects.
All right.
Thank you for joining us again
Yes.
on this special holiday episode of the Film Therapy.
Merry Christmas in July, y'all.